Do you see it? Can't wait to get into it. Can't wait to get into it. All right. I think we're going to start on time, actually. This is good news. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sign in. What? I don't know what it wants from me. Jackson,
You.
I think we are ready, but my options, man, I don't know why this guy is. Give me 1 second. It's not giving me my options now. Zoom, you're not being friendly. Zoom, you're not being friendly. We got Chris chiming in. I wonder where Chris is at. Chris, where are you coming in from? Okay. I think he's on the chat for sure. Sorry, guys. We're just making sure we're are good to go on every fingerprint or what? Continue. Yes. Save, 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 save. Corona. So he's back from Cabo. So he's been, I feel like he lives in Cabo. I'm surprised you don't have a second house there. All right, Jackson. I think we're golden. Let's do this.
All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 340 of Boog Life, pitted with action and Manny V. And let me just say right now to get things rolling, happy Star Wars Day.
Woo! May the fourth be with you.
Dude, I saw the photo edit today when you sent it over, and I was just like, hell yes. I love it.
Yeah. And how's this? The San Diego Symphony actually has a new venue for the symphony, and it's on the water. It's called the Rady Shell. And last night on May 3rd, they played the score of the movie as the movie is on the LCD.
Oh, wow. That sounds freaking amazing. I would have loved to have been there to see that.
Yeah, I think they have a few of those throughout the year. And last night was, I think, the second time they did that for Star Wars. They've done it with other movies. I think I saw The Princess Bride last year, and
Nice.
yeah, super cool. Well, I'm glad you liked it.
Well, it's no secret that I'm a little bit of a Star Wars nerd. I grew up on Star Wars. It has been a defining part of my life. I remember
Yeah,
seeing Return of the Jedi in the movie theaters as a little kid. And
yeah.
I'll be honest, as a teenager, for years, every year on New Year's, instead of going out and partying, I would stay home, load up on popcorn and snacks, and watch the original trilogy every New Year's Eve. That's how I started off each year. I would finish up Return of the Jedi at New Year's, and I was good to go. And
Sick.
dude, I'll even confess to this. Back in '97, when they re-released the special edition of the Star Wars original trilogy, I waited in line to see it in theaters again.
How long was the line?
Um, Through the theater, out through the food court, and into the mall itself.
Damn, right on.
So, yeah, and of course, when the Phantom Menace came out, I made sure I had tickets in advance.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And I can guarantee you, this coming May 22nd, I will be going to see The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Epic.
Can't wait.
Everybody was questioning why they didn't release it today.
I was kind of wondering the same thing. You would think that the powers that be at Disney, in coordination with, Star Wars Day, would release a new movie on Star Wars Day. Granted, it's not a Friday, it's a Monday, but still somewhere a little closer as opposed to, opposite end of the month. But hey, that's above my pay grade, apparently.
Same here. Same here.
So anyway, big shout out to everybody. Happy Star Wars Day. And between it being Star Wars Day and me still vibing on last weekend's road trip to Virginia Beach, um, I'm just amping right now on life in general. Yeah,
I can
and
see it. I can see it.
mind you, I came back from Virginia Beach and jumped into 6 straight days of work. So, no rest in between. And I don't care. I'm like so fired up lately. It's not even funny. It's like you'd think I'm over caffeinated, but there's no such thing.
Um, yeah, I mean, a body in motion stays in motion. My roommates who were professional athletes in the, track and field, Ironman, triathlon, arena, they lived by that motto. If your body's in motion, it's going to keep moving. So keep moving.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. I even posted it on my Instagram story today. You know, I got a weekend road trip, bodyboarding, hot dark roast coffee and road snacks from Wawa, and in doing that, I was able to reclaim some semblance of normalcy for my life. You know, I've always been happiest when I'm buzzing around at Mach 10 with my hair on fire, chasing waves, or, on my way somewhere to chase waves, in my car, music playing. I made myself a road trip playlist, and, I was fired up to go there, fired up, after it was all said and done. And, that's me in my element. I was not meant to be sidelined and out of the water. And so last week, I think it was Jason Bitzer I was telling this to. You know, During my downtime being sidelined, that did not diminish my fire, my passion at all. If anything, it strengthened my resolve. But getting to go bodyboarding for the first time in 2.5 years last
Oh
weekend
my gosh.
was like throwing kerosene on a campfire.
And I mean, it looked like you didn't skip a beat. You were drawing some really clean lines, and yeah, I was very impressed. GAG and I were like, what? He's doing pretty good for being out of the water that long.
I tell you what, I felt good. Like I mentioned, you know, no wet noodle arms or legs, no cramping. You know, Missed a couple of waves because of a lazy paddle. I still need to work on that. But
Understood.
and I still need to strengthen my cardio a little bit more to be comfortable out in the ocean because obviously paddling in a wave pool is different than paddling out in open seas. But I'm making forward progress, man, and I am fired up and raring to go, brother.
Heck yeah. I mean, I talked to somebody who was just at a wave pool, and they were talking about the density. I mean, there's no salt. It's chlorinated water. And so you're sitting a little, you're sinking a little bit more. And yeah, things it's not the same, but it's
There's
cool
different,
and it's
definitely different buoyancy.
yeah, yeah. Right on. Shout outs on my end. Andrew Bleakley. Do you remember that name?
Yes, indeed.
Ble-
Loved working with
Bleakers.
that guy on the world tour. Bleakers was awesome.
Yeah, he's Australian, in charge of a lot of the admin stuff behind the scenes during the IBA and APB World Tour sanctioning bodies. And he is working around the clock to help me get full access to the entire collection of the IBA and APB videos from the highlights to the behind the scenes stories. Like everything is just a matter of, days of getting my hands on that. And that's going to help me on that new, playlist that I got going on, Manny V Stories. And yeah, so I'm going to give a lot of credit to Andrew as soon as we pull this off. And I was hoping to have the Zicatella Pro for this week, but I don't have that video yet. But what I do have are photos. Check this out. Check
I
this out. Go ahead.
I'm sorry I'm laughing, but one of the most vivid memories I have of all the video promo clips that were done for the Tour events was Zicatella. Correct me if I'm wrong. There was one segment y'all filmed where they had you duct tape plastic bottles around your arm and had you approaching a crocodile.
That is correct. And that's what I was going to say. I don't have the actual highlight video, but I did find the archives of my photos and videos of that adventure. And that's what we're going to see tonight.
Nice
So,
crocodile.
I didn't know that they have a forward leap of 6 feet. And I was standing 3 feet from it. And once it like came close, I freaking booked it out of there and jumped over the fence to safety. And the guide, the alligator guide, he didn't even budge. But I did find that video clip, and we're going to see it tonight, along with a lot of other stories of some of the
That
foot.
is awesome.
Yeah, so that's tonight at 6 o'clock, right after this, and I'm just gonna talk story about some of the photos and videos that I got, and that's gonna be pretty fun. As soon as I do get the Zicatella Pro highlight reel, I'm gonna upload that, and everybody who's on Patreon, or I'm just gonna post it, say, hey, it's available, come watch it, because that to me is one of the most incredible events in World Tour history to
That
me.
event fired
Yeah,
both swell size and the riders. I mean,
nobody was holding back. Nobody was
no,
holding back.
everybody was going balls out. Excuse the phrasing. And I mean, some of the maneuvers were just absolutely massive. I don't know how guys weren't breaking ribs on the landings.
Yeah, they were hitting the lip on like 6 to 8 foot, just barreling monsters, sandbar, mo just giants, and they were going for it. And Jeff Hubbard and Ryan Hardy, so memorable. That heat was freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, so that'll be coming up at 6 o'clock. But Bleakers, Andrew Bleakley, thank you for making that happen. That's going to be very freaking cool to help me out with the Manny V Stories playlist. So that's coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. That's my shout outs. Bleakers.
Nice. Just a little side note. Yeah, we were very fortunate to work with the guys that we worked with on the world tour.
100%.
Bleakley, Craig Hadden, Teza. I mean, just the entire Snakes and Ladders production team. It just, Seamus. I mean,
Yeah.
I could rattle off a bunch of names. Yeah, we were just very fortunate to have that kind of talent, that caliber of talent working
Yeah.
with us. And
I agree.
you know, the experiences we had, I wouldn't trade them for the world, bro.
100%. I'm right there with you, brother. I mean, we had the best of the best in bodyboarding at that time coming together to produce what was shown around the world, which was incredible.
And I stand by my previous statement. I still thoroughly believe that 2011 is arguably the best year of competitive bodyboarding in our sports history.
Yeah, I think I got a few comments saying the same thing. And that's from like the guys who worked it and a lot of people who watched it. I agree.
Not just the venues, not just the rider performances, but the level of production took bodyboarding to a whole new, stratosphere.
Yeah, it was freaking pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
So, all right, with that said and done, um, unfortunately, I don't really have a whole lot of news to report. yeah, like I said, I've been wrapped up in work and the afterglow of finally getting back on a bug after an extended period of time. So
Okay.
I've been kind of oblivious to what's going on in the world of bodyboarding this week.
Okay. I don't have much. I'm just gonna I again I found some things in the archives. I used to do a bodyboarding show called Bodyboarding Live, and I found a ton of those episodes. So I'll be uploading those, and it's pretty cool to go back and relive some of those. And I mean, I saw an interview with Spencer Skipper during one of those episodes,
Skip.
and PLC when he was just, coming up. And so a lot of these videos will be uploaded. And you know what? Let me see if I have something ready here. I think I uploaded one, but it's not public yet. I think there's some musical rights issues. Um, but we'll
Gee,
see.
that wouldn't be a first.
I know. And I'm afraid to play it now, but I did pull something up. Here's something. Yeah, I uploaded the Bodyboarding Live episode 32, and this was the Spencer Skipper. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but see, we did a mission down to South Coast. Got some fun waves down there. So we had a
Which you'll
interview
probably see
with
a couple of pictures
Spencer
I
Skipper,
snapped from that trip.
just traveling the world, and he talked about
Here,
his
your
experience in
driver
Bali
real
with
quick. Go
Alex
back to your
Leon.
driver real quick.
Yeah, I mean, he was a pretty cool guy. We met him just at our hotel, and of course we barked. We got him down to, like, I think he wanted $40 a day or
Yeah,
50
so
bucks a
I
day,
think this was in
but we got him
2009,
down
the
to like
interview.
20. And
What do you mean you got him for
So
20?
there's
well, $20 a day to drive us
Bodyboarding
anywhere all
Live
day,
episode
basically.
32 will
Did
be
that include a
released
happy ending?
this week, and it will be going
No,
to um, Book Life members in the Off the Wall and Pipeline Patron tiers. So if you want to watch those will be exclusively for those Book Life patrons. So that was pretty cool to find those, and so that's going to be uploading.
God,
Cabo
that
Freak.
takes me back a little bit.
Oh man.
2009, bodyboarding live.
Mhm.
That was the precursor to Manny Vision, right?
Precursor to Manny Vision. I think what happened that because I had bodyboarding live and I think we did about a year and a half of those, maybe once every 2 weeks. And I think that helped catapult uh, me being in front of the people making the decision on who to have as a commentator um, for the 2011 bodyboarding world tour. Because I did it from 2009, 2010, and they took note, called me up in October, said, "Hey, we're in Fronton with Red Bull. Do you want to do this?" So I'm guessing I'm making a full assumption, but yeah. So that I believe that helped to get things rolling in
And
that direction.
if I recall correctly, you were working on Crisis Bodyboard magazine as well.
Yeah, at the time, Crisis Magazine was an American magazine, and yeah, it was actually pretty cool. I believe it was Todd. He had a pretty cool vision, and bodyboarding was very tough to keep indie print magazines going because there wasn't a lot of money in the industry at that time. A lot of the board manufacturers were the ones footing a lot of the bills, so that was pretty tough, especially when they're making 30 or 40% margin on each board, which is not a lot if you're not selling millions of boards. So yeah, it was interesting times for sure. Cabo Freak Fest. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna put this out there. Print
Yeah.
magazines are making a bit of a resurgence that I don't see why it wouldn't be feasible to be able to do a quarterly magazine in the vein of Surfer's Journal for bodyboarding. But hey,
Well,
that's just my opinion.
if you want to take the reins on that, I have hard drives full of high resolution photos at your disposal. Just give me the word.
Well, I would need an editor And I
You're the
know
editor, you're a writer.
I know somebody who worked as editor for Bodyboarding Magazine.
Yeah, that's all you. I will provide the photos for you to that's a whole nother animal in itself. Cabo Freak Fest. Coming up July 26th through August 2nd. I do have a handful of guys already locked in. If you want to be a part of that, hit me up or check out epicsurftours.com. It's we used to just go down there during Cabo Freak Fest the early years and just go ride shore break, but those days are gone. We actually want to ride good, fun, makeable waves, and that's what we've been doing. Gosh, for the past decade. And we
What? You mean you don't want to just hurl yourself into 10-foot lovers closeouts?
no, no, and we do take one trip to Lovers just to, for, just to have that feeling come back of those old days. But we do go out there on one of the smaller days, just because, it's heavy. It's a gnarly shore break, and I don't want to risk it.
The last time I went down there with you in 2010, Lovers was big. There was so much swell in the water, the boat landing side was breaking at 2 to 3 foot.
Yep.
And I remember getting lit up like it was nobody's business at Lovers Beach. I was happy
Yeah.
to wash up on the beach with my limbs intact.
And for that reason is why we're only going there once out of the whole week. I want to make it fun, and that was that was more intense than anything. Um, Interviews, I
No,
got.
intense was cases.
Oh yeah, that's another story. So there's another shore break in Cabo, just to the east of downtown Cabo San Lucas, called Cases, and yeah, that shore break was just a. I, I scratched my head. I'm like, what were we thinking? But obviously, we're bodyboarders and we don't give a shit, so we want the biggest barrel.
Yeah, and just to elaborate a little bit more, we took Ponga boats to cases. And when we got there, there was a extended lull between sets. So we didn't realize we had brought the boats in too far. And so all of a sudden these sets start popping up on the horizon. The boats are turning around, gunning it for the horizon. We're all scrapping for the horizon, all of us that are already paddling around out in the water. And
Yeah.
it was just like, sets out the back.
I'm surprised the authorities didn't just kick us out of there because it was big and it was heavy
I
and
tell you
we
what, there were some fun barrels though. Once we got past the initial blood rush of, all right, we're all gonna get caught on the inside. I really don't feel like catching a ponga boat in the face, you know.
exactly
You
exactly.
know, after that, it settled down and it was just a super, super fun session. Some wide open, warm water crystalline barrels. But yeah, that initial introduction in cases was just, excuse my phrasing, holy shit.
Yep, totally. So we hold back on the shore breaks in Cabo Freak Fest, but we do look for, perfect waves, which we found. We found a couple other spots to actually ride waves, so we're pretty stoked.
Well, you have always been the master of good times. You know how to suss out the waves, the places to eat, the things to
Oof.
do, and it's always been greatly appreciated.
Yeah, JG's coming back. He's bringing his son for the first time, so that's going to be pretty
Nice.
interesting. Yeah. Interviews. There's a local bodyboarder here in San Diego who makes a trek up to the north, looking for empty waves. Sterling, and I'm gonna try to get a hold of Sterling. He's as busy as we are, so I'm working on trying to find a time and day so we can chat with him and talk about the adventures that he's taking, as well as 2024 Armides Soliveres. He's willing. It's just again matter of time and the day, but he's got a new product line out, and this would be a perfect avenue to get the word about his product. And yeah, that's going to be coming up too. So just a matter of time of lining that up. Rob's online. Good evening, brother. Thanks for chiming in. So Jackson, the last little piece of news. It's May 4th. I was going to, oh gosh, can you, oh yeah, that's right. It didn't like this box. Can you see anything? It's all green. Oh my God. You can't even see what's inside the box. There we go. All right. So what I will do, I will take photos of I'm holding a box that you can barely see, but
Now you
inside the
can see
box,
it.
now you can see the box, but can you see what's inside of it? Let's see if I can hold this open.
Nope, as
Gosh,
soon as you open it, it disappears.
what if I go slowly? Yeah, son of a gun. Anyways, the green screen monster is not letting me open that, but I have a blue box. It's full of a lot of bodyboarding things that are just laying around my room, and I'm piled them all in there. What I'll do is I'll take photos of all the items and put them on booglife.com. And next week, I was going to do it this week, but next week we will raffle that box off. And if you want to be in that raffle, I mentioned if you're just a free Boog Life patron, you can follow Boog Life for free. Or if you are a paid member, patron of Boog Life, you are in the hunt or the raffle for this. So go ahead and sign up for free or become a patron and get all the goods that we throw out to you, Boog Life patrons. So that's it. The blue box is going to go down May 11th, and I'll be promoting that throughout the week. Pretty excited about
Nice.
that one. And that's it for me on bodyboarding news. And yeah, Jackson, thank you, brother.
All right, so that brings us to the Boog Life video of the week. Did you receive the link I sent you?
Oh, no. What should I look up on?
I sent it to your Facebook Messenger.
Okay, let's pull that up real quick. That's easy. 1, 2, 3, boom, bam, beam. All right, tell us about it. What is it?
It's the latest video from Pride Bodyboards and two-time world champion Tristan Roberts. A video they titled Parallel. It's a 9-minute video, and the footage is awesome. I really liked what Tristan had to say at the beginning of the video. Definitely worth a watch.
Okay, let's pull this thing up. I got it. Thank you. All right, paused, and let's share this video. How many minutes should we put in?
Honestly, I'd be down to watch the whole 9 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It's worthwhile.
All right, let's do it. Let me make sure the audio is good here before we press play. And 3, 2, 1, let's rock. Oh my gosh.
So much goes into like winning an event, and you just have to be so calculated in training and then also in the competition. There's not much freedom in it, you know. But I love when it all comes together and you manage to execute it all. Like when your game plan actually works. The best feeling now is that I just get to free surf and just get rid of all that stress, you know what I mean? Like now I just get to try and send big airs and not care about landing things too much. Just do what feels right and have fun with it.
Beautiful. Did I blink or was that the same wave?
I tell you what, I was watching this earlier and just love watching, what he's doing on waves that have a little size to them.
With the music, I'm going to say Morocco. Man, that wave looks perfect. You're right. It hasn't freaking skipped a beat.
Just wait.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, brother, so final call came out. So we have to split. See you, brother.
Oh. Tijuana L? I should have been naming the brakes, but I think I got a feeling where that one is.
Du coup, on est retourné au Maroc pour finir l'appart avec Steph. On est arrivé à Marrakech, on s'est mis 20 heures de vol pour arriver. Escale de nuit, on a dormi dans l'aéroport. On a conduit jusqu'à Casa, on a eu un accident sur la route. Ensuite, on a récupéré Seb, on a conduit jusqu'à Kenitra, on s'est mis 7 heures de route. On est arrivé le matin, c'était beaucoup trop pollué, on n'a pas pu surfer. Du coup, on est retourné à Safi, 4 heures de route, 2h30 de route le soir pour surfer à Casa le lendemain. Et ce matin, du coup, on s'est mis à l'eau, c'était pourri. Voilà.
Oh,
Look at that
nice.
lineup. Corduroy.
What? No one's out. Oh, bigger than it looks. There's no one out there, Jackson. Fred Compagnon was going to Morocco back in the early to mid 90s, and he kept telling me to get out there. There's these right-hand point breaks with no one out. I never went. I should have gone. Jackson, look at this.
Yep. You and me both.
Is that Ethan? I do have to say it's really cool to see Ethan Campbell. I love seeing his name because he comes from a lineage of, incredible bodybuilder. Wow. Yeah. Props to the videographer and the editor, who usually are one and the same.
It's got a very cinematic feel to it.
Oh, all right, hold on. Can we go back for this? Can we just like see how high that was? That's a forward air. He's freaking like 6 feet, 7 feet above the freaking lip, which means he's another six. He's about, gosh, 10, 15 feet from the flats.
He's about
That,
as far up as that United flight passing over I-95 in Newark
oh
the
my
other day.
God. Maybe a little higher. He's totally higher than a
He
freaking
might
light
actually
post.
he might actually be able to clear the box truck in the highway.
Oh my gosh.
For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, we'll talk about it later.
Oh my God, look at that shot. Sebastian.
I've been riding with Bud and Hamza and a couple of locals here too, and it's just so nice to see how passionate everyone is about bodyboarding here in Morocco. Like, it's just, if there's anything that they're not short of, it's passion and tagine. I love this place.
Glad we watched the whole thing. That was insane. Definitely, I'll post that in boogalife.com. And yeah, freaking amazing. Great freaking choice, Jackson. Woo.
Right hand point break,
Yeah.
lined to the horizon. Dude, that's like the kind of stuff you draw in your notebook and when you're in grade school and high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dream wave.
That was insane. That was pretty cool.
And seeing the elevation that on those waves, that air forward especially. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you were here in the United States, you'd probably have to register with the FAA.
Yes, you would. That was insane. Great choice, Jackson.
All right, and just to clarify, you and I were laughing about it, talking about it, but for those of you who didn't see it, at Newark International Airport in New Jersey, a United flight was flying so low that its wheels clipped a box truck and bent a light pole coming in for landing on their short track number 29. And yeah.
Wild. Wild.
So, yeah, Tristan was getting higher air than that United flight.
Yes, he was.
So, but anyway, all joking aside, it's been a fun episode and time to wrap it up with some Monday motivation. Obviously, it being Star Wars Day, I'm gonna throw a Star Wars quote at you. And it's one of my favorite quotes, and it's something I believe very firmly in. It's a quote from Yoda, and it goes simply as Pass on what you have learned. I'll leave you all with that. So until next week, episode 341 coming up. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Steve Action Jackson, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Manny Vargas. We'll catch you next time around. You.